All right, family. Assalamu alaikum, YouTube world. Glad everyone could make it. We just wanted to make this brief talk or this brief conversation that we want to have. That we wanted to, start 2020 off right. So we are at what? January the 19th. So we wanna so let me give a little example about me. I'm your brother Supreme X, CEO of Five Money Corporation. But we have an independent organization. We're an independent affiliate to an e-commerce company, and we are involved in network marketing. This is what we do. So we just wanted to share the love. Thank everybody for subscribing to our channel. Thank everybody for showing the love, the likes, and the comments. And thank everybody because we got to over 100 some subscribers very quick. So we want to thank everybody. So this is kind of that type of video. So I wanted to open it up. And we've been in this, and we've been involved with this e-commerce company that's outside of America and that's based in Germany. We've been involved with this company in almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in May, be my third year anniversary of going through the trial of being involved in networking and being involved in being my own business owner. So with that, this is an opportunity that we're having that we're presenting. But as we present this, I do just want to share some stuff with everyone before we get to present what we got and get into our topic. Let me get some more folks on here or whatnot. So what we do want to do is, just go over some stuff, some relevant stuff that's going on right now. You know, some relevant stuff that's going on in the very near future. So glad everyone for joining. I can't see who is on the stream at the moment for some reason. I can't see it, but you do want to get this shared out. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and click that bell so you can get notified when we go live, and you can get notified. When we make these streams and when we break it down, because we're trying to do what we need to do. And this video is not going to be long, but we just did want to come over here and we want to talk about the time that we're in. We want to talk about not only the time that we in, but what we have at our hands and what is the ultimate plan. Like, because it is tax season. So let's get into it. So we are involved in tax season, right? And that is the time. But what are our plans with our tax returns if you're a W-2, W-4 worker? Like, what is your plans? Are you planning to buy a car? Are you planning to put the down payment on a mortgage? What are your plans? And we just want to know and understand. We just want to break it down. For the disclaimers, I'm not a financial advisor, but we are real wealth builders. So for the disclaimer, I'm not trying to entice nobody, telling nobody what they need to do. I'm just telling you something you could do. You know what I'm saying? Something that could be beneficial for you if we're paying attention to the signs. Because the signs is glaring that we should be involved in doing something for self. That we should be looking to start a business. It's 2020. The economy, they got the false narrative that the economy is better, but it's actually not. So this is what they are pumping to us because they're actually trying to get, Donald Trump reelected. So if you in America, the bets on you the economy being in the better are betting on you doing and buying a material thing, whether it's cars, you go get some clothes, you move into a new home, whatever. That's not going to change your financial condition in the long run. It actually could hurt you because we have to pay attention to the signs, and we have to know that America economy is not doing so well. America economy is not stable. The dollar is not stable. So we're going to work for that. We're paying taxes on that, and we're banking on that. We got to be very careful that when we get a lump sum of dollars in our hands, that we make the best decision for them. So we are just saying, what is the best decision for them? What is the best decision that we should do? Should we look into starting our own business? Should we look into networking? Should we look into investing in something? Whatever you invest in whatever you want to invest in. But it should be set up for you to gain extra dividends, benefit in the long run, a couple of years down the line. Because if you take your tax return from $3,000 to $10,000, if this is what you're getting, and you go buy a material thing, we have to take a look back. We have to reminisce, like, okay, what did I do in 2018 with my tax return? What did I do in 2019 with my tax return? What did I do in 2017 with my tax return? 16, 15. What did I actually do with that currency, that lump sum of currency that I got? Did I start a business? Did I even look into starting a business? Right? I know a lot of people say, well, to start a business is expensive. It's going to take more than that, which is true if you're talking about more than brick, a traditional walk-in business where you're predicated on somebody passing by or somebody wanting what you got it. So you're only marketing really to a neighborhood, one side of town. Because a lot of people from the other side of town might don't never come to your store or to your restaurant or whatever it might be. I'm not bashing none of that, but we're talking about something that's vital. Because if you go into that type of traditional business, you're going to either use that tax return to be in debt to start that business, or you're going to be heavily undercapitalized. So if you're heavily undercapitalized, you're not going to be in business too long. And if you're in debt, that means you opened up the business, you automatically already in the hole. So you're not in the profit zone. So the thing for what we need to do now, what we should be looking in, or what we could be looking in to do, is get involved in networking. Why? Because networking is online, for one, right? Majority of networking businesses or companies, they have online opportunities, right? Where you can do this from the comfort of your home, where you can do this from your phone, just like I'm doing. With the opportunity that we present is a home-based business, so we go nowhere. We do it from our laptop, our phone, desktop, tablet, wherever, right? Because it's online. However, I will get into our opportunity in a minute. But should we be looking into networking? Why not? Network marketing, family, is almost a $200 billion market. This is bigger than the NFL, the whole sports world. It's bigger than the music industry. It's bigger than the video game industry. It's bigger than the traditional job, the traditional business industry. It's bigger than all of that. Nothing when it comes to business is bigger than network marketing. But why is the average black person in America afraid to network? Why? Because pretty much of your income that comes from networking, you got to be dealing in sales, right? You got to be your ability to sell, your ability to close deals, right? So you got to know, you got to know your audience. You got to do self-development. So network marketing is really self-development with a compensation plan attached to it. But you build leverage. Why? Because as you bring somebody in, boom, when they get something and they bring people in, your team grows. When the income flowing in, the income grows, right? Based off of numbers. Now, MLMs, multi-level marketing, has levels to it where it got requirements, where you got to pay for the website. You got to pay for the software system. You got to pay a monthly fee, regardless if you making money or not. You got to come out your pocket. And then once you start building and making money, you got to have so many people coming in doing certain things for you to stay at that quota, for you to stay at that number, right? That's multi-level marketing, right? That's MLM, which is cool because it's better than a job, because a job doesn't give you leverage, right? A job don't give you leverage, right? So it's better than that. A traditional business, it could give you leverage, but it only give you sub leverage. It only give you minimum leverage, right? It doesn't give you a lot of leverage, right? What do we mean a lot of leverage? See, you can get in some networking companies or networking businesses, MLMs as they like to call them. You can get in some involved in them and you can have 10 people in your organization. 10,000 people in your organization, 100,000 people in your organization, 20,000 people in your organization. Every time they do something, you make money. But that's MLM. The opportunity what we're presenting with you with this opportunity, and it is called Karatbars International, you can have an organization of 1 million, 2 million. It's 7 billion people on the planet. And one thing about those other MLMs and network companies, now for one, Karatbars International, we not MLM. We not multi-level marketing. We're e-commerce. We not even network we're not even a networking company. We are an e-commerce company, and we are active in 146 countries. So it's very easy. It's not outside of the scope that you can have 1 million people in your organization. It's definitely not outside of your scope that you can have 10,000. And what do? All we do is turn dollars into gold. That's it. We take the cash and get the gold for ourselves. So actually, Karatbars has the only business where you will actually put some currency in. The person that you sign up with or sign up under gets a percentage of the profit. The company is going to reward that person for bringing you in, right? And shoots that person off for income or percentage, for that person can make a weekly income, monthly income. We get paid 5 times a month, but you are getting gold. So if you're looking at what's going on in the market, in the economy, in the United States, the stock market is on a limb. Real estate is on a limb. The dollar is on its deathbed. So not only are you protecting yourself against inflation and taxation in the crash, and you're putting yourself on the right side of the crash, but you can do it as a business. You can do it as extra income. So if you come in with Karatbars and put some money in, you're gonna get products for whatever you put in, right? Whatever you put in. So you can come in at the top of the compensation plan with about $3,000. So if you got a tax return and you getting $7,000-8,000, we got a VIP package that's for life. That's for life. That you will always be at that status. And you start your own business. You're an independent affiliate. You're active in 146 countries worldwide. You can get business partners and customers in any one of those 146 countries. All they have to do is be 18 years or older. And all what they do, they start acquiring the Karatbars gold. So they're getting the product to safeguard themselves, and it's shooting you off payouts, commissions, right? Then as they bring people in, it just duplicate the same. It just duplicate the same. This is how the system works. We're talking about group economics on steroids, right? And then check it out. There's no monthly fee. There's no recurring fees. There's no overhead fees. There's no employee fees. But you have a business on your phone. You have a business on your phone. You go nowhere. You don't have to leave your house. You can if you want to. You don't have to leave your house. Then we have, thank you, Queen, Walaikum Salam. Then we have a major tax break. Me and my wife were just sitting out today. We were sitting out today talking about the taxes because, somebody talked to her and said something about us acquiring gold. We had to file taxes for that. I said, baby, how? Not physical gold. They were like, well, they told her it's an investment. I said, no. I said, now, when we was doing in the crypto, that can be considered an investment. But we don't pay no taxes on the crypto unless we're going to cash out the crypto. So if I got crypto just sitting, going up in value, I with the potential to go up in value any day, any hour, then there's no tax off of that. I got to be willing to move it through a bank, take the cash for whatever the profit may be, then it's going to be a tax requirement attached to that profit because that's capital gains, right? That's capital gains. But however, Robert Kiyosaki still say capital gains are taxed least than an employee, than a W-2, W-4 worker, right? So what this opportunity instills in us, or what it gives us, It gives us the tax advantage. Now, I'm not, for the disclaimer, I'm not a tax advisor, right? I'm not telling you nothing that is open source, that is open information that you can go get from the IRS themselves, right? Once you set up a business and you are just trying to make profits, they automatically give you deduction. Because if you don't know, during tax season, us business owners, we file taxes at the end of the year. We don't get taxed as we go. This is all business owners. But with a home-based business, pretty much everything you do is tax deductible. Why? Because pretty much everything you can pretty much the square area of the home you in, you can say this is your office space, the phone, the mileage, eating. All of these are business expense, business cards, business flyers, business ads. All of these are business expenses. So if you understand this, what if you got this home-based business, you pay less than what a small business owner or more the brick business owner would pay in taxes, right? That's why the majority of small business owners don't never get wealthy. Why? Because of the taxes. So we have to understand and just get financial literacy. The greatest education that we can get in this time is a financial education. Financial literacy. You got to be absorbing yourself in what it is. You got to be reading books. You got to listen to Robert Kiyosaki. You got to listen to Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. You got to watch their story and learn from them. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. They are explaining, Jay-Z. They are explaining how they got wealthy. Why it don't look like they paying any taxes. Why? Because the percentage of the taxes that they are paying is so small compared to the money that they're making. Donald Trump, the president, who was helping destroy America, who was helping to destroy the economy, right? With these trade wars with China and all of that affects the dollar. All of that affects the stock market. All that affects the gas and oil prices. So we are affected by this on a day-to-day basis, right? So we have to see, what are they doing? What are the wealthy people doing? What are the billionaires, the multimillionaires? What are they saying? How did they get wealthy? How can they get over the taxes? It ain't about oh man, it's a scam. They run it up. No, that's illegal. No, it's not. If it was illegal, you think Robert Kiyosaki would get on a live stream and be saying this and teaching this regularly? If what he was doing was illegal? Why? We are punished from a lack of knowledge, what we don't know. And when we have fear, there is no way around certain elements of the government. That hinders our ability to look into it and to move out on it when the information comes. Because we're afraid, oh man, I'm going to get locked up. I'm going to go to jail. Well, why Donald Trump, he said it on live TV during the primary. Hillary Clinton said, where's your tax returns? You don't pay any taxes. That's dumb. He said, that's not dumb. That's smart. That's what he said. And he won and became the president. He wasn't even the president when he said that, right? And he won that seat. So you think they let a crook, I mean, you know, all of them crook, but we talking about outright crooks. You know what I'm saying? They are crooks hidden, disguised, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about outright criminals. So as they call it, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? As they look at it, right? But you think he would have still won and gotten the seat of the presidency? No, he wouldn't have. Right? But they didn't have a charge on him. And why they didn't show his tax returns? Why they didn't force him to show his taxes? Because it would have woke everybody up. They are involved in keeping the people dumbed down. They actually give taxes back because they knowing that you're just going to give it back to them. You're just going to spend it with their brother that's the car dealer. Their brother that's the homeowner. The Gucci man, the Louis Vuitton man, the Versace man. You're going to go buy the designer stuff and get an outfit that costs $3,000, $4,000 where you wear once a year. Every 4th of July, Christmas, you break this outfit out. You know what I'm saying? So they know this. Some of you are going to go buy red bottoms. with your tax money. One pair of red ball cost about 15. The basic pair cost about $1,000. You feel what I'm saying? But we never look into investing this money, starting a business, looking at opportunities. See, before you get your tax returns, you should get what? Make sure your bills is caught up. Make sure all that's caught up, and then do what? Let me look at information to see what's the best way for me to go to put this money on the turn. Because I'm just keep repeating this repeatedly. I'm doing the same thing. I bought a car last year. It broke down. Now I got another. Now 2-3 years later, I'm taking my tax return and buy another car. Why am I repeating this cycle? Why I haven't taken this money or this currency and opened up a business so I can get off the job, so I can be the business owners who don't get taxed as they go, as we go, but we do our taxes at the end of the season when tax season come around. So tax season for the business owners, we don't want this is the worst part of the year for us. But if you're a W-2, W-4 worker, you don't have this knowledge. Tax season is the best part of the year for you because now you get a lump sum of your money back, right? Then you got the sisters, the women, all the men, they can claim the children and get extra bonuses and all of this. Why do they do this? Because they know you're going to spend it back right back with them, right? So, but before we go, I'm about to close this out, right? I didn't want to make this too long. I'm going to close this stream out. Family, before, family, and I lost my thought. What was I finna say? Tax returns. What are you doing with the tax returns? Well, help me out, Queen. This is the last point I wanted to make. The end of the year taxes. Hold on. What are you doing with the money? What position are you putting yourself in to benefit from your taxes? Oh, that's it. Thought came back. I want to end with this. What are you gonna do, W-2, W-4 workers that depend on your tax return? What are you gonna do when they tell you we're not giving out tax returns? Now this happened last year, but they came on back later and gave them out. Y'all don't remember this. Y'all don't. I nobody remember this. Y'all don't remember this. Remember last year, 2019, they told the federal workers for about 2 weeks they didn't get a paycheck. For about 2 weeks they didn't get a paycheck. They were going to work, they didn't get a paycheck. They wasn't getting paid, right? Right? Okay, y'all remember that. Okay. Then you got to remember that they were saying we're not giving out no tax returns. Right? So if you're banking on this, what are you going to do when they tell you we're not giving it out? It could be this year, next year. So while they're giving it out, what do you need to do? Be smart. Make a wise decision and invest that money and put that money in a business or something to generate more money, more revenue for you and your family. Don't go get the new car when you still got a car. Just you want to just upgrade. Man, I'm tired of this car. I'm going to upgrade. I can go ahead and trade this in and take some of my tax money and get the car I really want. Don't do that. Why? Because a car's a liability. Move it into an asset. Start a business. Prepare for your family. Because the day is going to happen and they're going to say, no tax returns, but you still got to file. Hold on. Why am I filing and you just told me ain't no tax return? What am I filing for? For y'all to just audit me for free? Come on, family. We got to be better. It's 2020. We can never, we should not with YouTube, internet, Facebook, Instagram. How can we be still duped down by the same old tricks? They're just tricks. They're just a system of tricks. But inside of that trick is a way to get out of it. But if you don't know it, you don't really look at it and really study the trick and catch the trick, then you're going to keep continually to get tricked. So with that being said, fam, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and click the bell so you can get notified. Thank y'all, family. We finna take this to IG at Fard Money. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for listening. Assalamu alaikum. And share this out to all your people you know that got tax return. Just a thought. We just asked you a question. Do you have a plan? Tax returns coming back, but do you have a plan for this month? Are you just finna spend it just like you did all of your other tax returns? Now, I'm not a financial advisor, once again, for the disclaimer, but we are real wealth builders in Fard Money. We are real wealth builders, and we'll never say nothing to you that we don't do ourselves. So with that being said, family, assalamu alaikum. We out.